So today we're doing an oil change on a 2010 or 2011 Toyota Prius hybrid. Okay, so before you start draining the oil, it's a good idea to pop out the dipstick, take off the cap so it helps the oil drain out. And usually it's a good habit to put the cap next to the latch. So if for some reason you shut the hood, it'll block it. It might break the cap, but it's better than running your engine with no oil and blowing it up. So that's just a little something that we usually do. Alright, time to drain. Okay, so for the oil change, this is what we're going to be using. We're going with the original Toyota parts. We got the 020 full synthetic oil from Toyota. We have the filter, which is the YZZ A6. This is comes with an O-ring to seal the filter housing, and then the filter insert, and then also it's recommended to change the nylon O-ring on the drain plug, and this is the tool to remove the filter housing, and that also works with a socket that is what is this, 17? 21?
24.
24. I was way off. And then the 14 for the drain plug. And a ratchet. 3/8. That's about it. Okay, so now we're under the car where the oil change needs to take place. There's this cover marked for service, and it's held in or held up with 3 clips. There's 2 smaller ones on the outside. Let's see, we pop those out, and then there's a larger one in the middle. We already have these loosened for convenience.
How do you take those clip out?
Huh? I'll pry them out with a screwdriver.
Can you show the screwdriver?
Yeah.
That's a big one. No, use a small one.
Depends on
flathead.
Depends on your preference. Yeah, flathead. That works. And then depending on how high you have the car jacked up in the air, we have a nice height here where we can just rest the flap on the ground, and it holds it back so the oil won't spray all over it. Can you get the view with this in here?
I don't know. Is it? Yeah, should be enough room.
Kind of kills the lighting now.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe give me the light and let me face it over this way. You can see the filter too.
Oh, shit.
This is where it gets a little tricky.
Alright.
You want to bring the light on this side though?
Where's the...
So you can see the filter?
Should be alright.
Does it look weird in the camera though?
No.
No?
So...
Okay.
That's the filter here? Go point at? Okay.
Filter housing, oil drain plug.
Alright. Should be good. Hopefully it doesn't get on my camera. Shit.
First time cracking this one open. Don't want to make a big mess here.
Oh.
Can you get it on the camera?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, now we're going to put our oil filter tool right on the housing there. Use our 24mm socket. This size might vary depending on where you get the tool from. And just loosen that. Takes a little while. It's got some resistance in it. Let's see. See if we can get it by hand here. There we go. It's convenient because the oil filter housing is right next to the drain plug. You can use the same drain pan at the same time. careful, it'll come gushing out on you. Take it out slowly.
There you go. Just drop the filter and then the...
Yeah, there's the old filter. Take that one out. And there's the O-ring. Gotta get that one out. Little screwdriver might help. There we go. Get that off. There's the old O-ring.
Yep.
Get all the excess out. Then we gotta put the new stuff in. You may notice our tool is still stuck on the housing. I don't know if that's because this tool is crappy. But that's okay. Okay, so we gotta put the O-ring on. And it fits in the groove here right below the threads. It's a larger groove than the threads. Just pop it in there to make sure it goes in all the way around. You don't want that to go in crooked. And then take your filter insert and just slide it on over the center. That's about it. And it's ready to go back in. Here's a closer look at that groove that the O-ring goes into. Want to make sure you get in the right spot. Right there all the way around. Okay, now we're going to put the drain plug back in. Take the original gasket off. Might be a little bit stuck. Sometimes some pliers will help with that. And we're going to put the new nylon gasket on. Slide that in. And hand tighten it there. Just wipe off the mess around there. Grab our ratchet with the 14mm, which basically all the Toyotas use this 14mm unless they're from the 80s. Just give it a nice snug. You don't want to go too tight. You don't want to break that nylon washer. Then we're going to put our filter housing in. It can help to put a little oil just in case around the O-ring, although it's usually not really necessary. And then you want to wipe around filter housing just in case you don't want any dirt going inside. Although it stays pretty clean because of the plastic cover. Get some more room. Oh, it would help if I had the socket. Oh, I think the tool came loose. Let's give it a light snug. Doesn't need to be too tight. If only we can get this tool off. There we go. Alright, now we're all set. Okay, now we're going to put those 3 clips back. Make sure you put the big one in the center. And then the smaller ones on the sides. You just push them back in to snap them in place. Like that. And it's all done. Alright, so it's time to fill up the oil. We're using the Toyota Genuine motor oil. Even if you don't use this, you definitely want to make sure to use the 0W20, and it's recommended to be a synthetic. You definitely want to use a synthetic. That's what it comes with from the factory. So, I'm going to fill it up. Oh, and the capacity is 4.4 quarts. Okay, so if you want to double check your oil level, it's a good idea to run the engine so it circulates through the new filter and you get an accurate reading. When you pull out your dipstick, it might be a little difficult to check the level because that oil is so clean. But right now we're sitting right about here in the middle. So we'll add that last 0.4. We only start off by putting 4 quarts in there. But we'll put the other 0.4 and should be good to go. Alright, so now we're going to reset the oil light or maintenance light. And what you need to do first is you need to power up the car. You need to step on the brake pedal and hit the power button so that your display comes on. And then what you need to do is make sure that your odometer up here on the dash is on trip A. And if you need to change it, you just use your trip button on the steering wheel. You can see, you got it focused there?
There you go.
Still going? So yeah, you can change the setting for the odometer by using your steering wheel control. Once you got it on trip A there, then you can turn the car off. And then what you need to do is hold the kilometers per hour / miles per hour button that's right above your clock buttons here on the dash next to the volume button. So what you want to do is you want to hold that button with the car off and then keep your foot on the brake pedal and power the car on again and keep holding that miles per hour button and you'll get your resetting oil maintenance data screen. And there you go, you're all reset.